Hey guys, I'm Ryan. I've been hacking things my whole life. Thank you for being here. I make things in my garage, and today we are going to be making a photo door. So this is one of those projects that when I finished it, I'm like, yes, I get to have this. I get to own it. It was a little bit of work, mainly because it was a prototype, but I figured it out. I designed everything inside of Illustrator. I made the frame, the 4x6 photo. I surrounded it by a 5x7 piece of thin 1/8-inch wood. I put the actual part that lifts it off so you can slide the photo in the back. I put that inside of the design. So the material that you have left over, I save all of my scrap wood. I'm somewhat of a little bit of a wood hoarder. I can't get rid of any wood. And if I do, I got to close my eyes and get rid of it or burn it or something. I don't know. I love scrap wood. So and also lumber costs are going through the roof. So the inside part of what I'm going to be doing, all the little pieces of it are going to be used for keychains and things that I'm going to include. If you watch my last video about shipping custom signs, I'm going to be including little hackLAB robot keychains, whoever orders anything. So the digital file that I have down below not only lays out the frame size and everything else, but all the lift-off parts that you glue together. It also has the layout for the actual back of the door that is about the size of a door, but more importantly, the spacing that you have to space things with the 4x7. There was a little bit of work in that. You won't have to do that. I have the PDF down below and the SVG just to print it on your, or laser cut it, or you could use a CNC, or you could use a Dremel, a table saw, however you want to do it. You could even use a hole saw and have the cool photos with a hole. I mean, who knows? It's up to you. It's your creative vision you could do and implement. So I went ahead and I obviously cut the wood for the door out. I just used 1/8-inch, I think I used 3/16 maple ply with this. I was hoping to have that wood look on the back of the door. And the reason why I'm putting it on a door, obviously, is when I walk through something, I want all the social media that my daughters are posting up on the wall instead of looking at it on my phone. So I also was thinking maybe I could just put this up on the wall. Why does it have to be on a door? But the door I walk through all the time. So after that, I laid it all out. The grid took a while to actually measure everything out. I was thinking, okay, cool, black frames. I was using old recycled black Luan flooring that I already painted black. It pretty much laser cutted great. But it turns out that my partner, wife, Suzanne, did not like the black. It didn't match the kitchen. This door is opened up all the time in the kitchen, and it just didn't match the pretty blue color she has. So when I got it all in there and I started to look at it, the black was really competing with the photos. So after I laid everything out, I glued all the frames together. There's a little corner pieces that have to be put in each side to lift it off. You need a little bit of area to slip the photo underneath. It can approximately hold around 5 photos, maybe 10 photos. I don't know, but it can hold a lot of photos in the back so you can swap them out. For instance, let's say Brian and Mary, your friends, come by and they want to see, hey, whether or not they made it up on the door. You can go ahead and quickly swap out Brian and Mary, things that you've done and travels that you've done with them. So, because they are special to me, so, but if I found out they were coming over, I'd definitely put in more photos of Brian and Mary. So, what you want to do is you want to decide what color this is and just do it in wood. The glue's going to stick better. I used scrap wood. That took a lot extra time. Okay. So turns out she didn't like the color. I went ahead and did it. My next color, gray, which is pretty neutral color, and it matched the blue that was in there. I used some gray primer that I've been using for my electric car project. And that didn't compete with the photos. So after it was all done, I glued all the frames and spaced them out nicely. Then I took it out to the yard and I spray painted. And every time I spray paint, by the way, I want to use some water-based paint with with the air. Now that I have an air compressor for my metal plasma cutter, I'm going to start using water based. I'm getting sick of breathing in all that stuff. So I was really happy with it, hung it back up on the door. And now every time that I walk through the door, I'm able to see people that I love and events that make me smile. So I laid out everything in the PDF below and the digital files there for you to laser cut it, CNC it, Dremel it, however you want to do it. Lay it out and design it and just cut it out with the scroll saw. So whatever you do, make something that connects someone. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate your support. This is my therapy. I love to make stuff. So if you thought that I did a poor job in this video, give me a thumbs down. If you thought I did an okay job, maybe you could give me a thumbs up. All right. Love you. Take care.